A doctor is diagnosed with a rare disease that threatens his career and life. And in seeking a cure, something incredible happens. Imagine being a brilliant doctor, at the peak of your career, diagnosed with a rare disease that threatens not only your life, but also your vocation to save lives. This is the story of Dr. James Bennett, a man who dedicated his life to caring for others, but now finds himself in a battle for his own survival. And what if I told you that, amidst this storm, he finds not only an innovative cure, but also an unexpected love? Join us as we dive into the emotional and medical journey of James, from the devastating shock of his diagnosis to moments of hope and discovery. This narrative is filled with crucial decisions, palpable emotions, and the ultimate reward of life itself, and a new beginning with Sarah, his friend and savior. Do you believe that love and determination can overcome even the greatest challenges? Let's discover together how Dr. James Bennett not only fights against a rare disease, but also finds renewed purpose and transformative love. Don't miss this gripping story that defies all expectations and showcases the incredible power of the human spirit. Dr. James Bennett was at the peak of his career. Known for his skill and compassion, he had saved countless lives and was admired by both colleagues and patients. But one fateful day, everything changed. During a routine checkup, he received news that shook him to his core. He was diagnosed with a rare disease that threatened not only his career but his very existence. The once vibrant and confident doctor was now facing a battle he never anticipated. As he sat in his office, staring at his medical report, the weight of the diagnosis settled heavily on his shoulders. How could he, a healer, become the one in need of healing? The irony was almost too much to bear. Word spread quickly through the hospital. Colleagues and friends offered their condolences, but James felt a growing sense of isolation. He had always been the one providing strength and hope, and now he felt helpless and vulnerable. His passion for medicine, his dedication to his patients, everything seemed to be slipping away. But amidst the despair, a glimmer of hope emerged in the form of his colleague and close friend, Sarah. She refused to let him face this challenge alone. Determined to find a solution, Sarah dived into research, exploring every possible treatment and breakthrough in medical science. She was relentless, driven by her deep respect and affection for James. James's world had been turned upside down, but he wasn't ready to give up. With Sarah by his side, he began to see a sliver of light in the darkness. This was the beginning of a journey that would test their limits, their friendship, and their resolve. And as they navigated the tumultuous path ahead, they discovered that sometimes the greatest battles lead to the most extraordinary triumphs. When Dr. James Bennett received his devastating diagnosis, he felt his world crumbling around him. But just as he began to lose hope, Sarah, his trusted colleague and friend, stepped in with unwavering determination. Sarah had always admired James for his dedication and skill, and now she was ready to fight for him as he had fought for so many others. Sarah wasted no time. She dove headfirst into medical journals, research papers, and case studies, searching for anything that could help James. She spent countless hours consulting with specialists, seeking out second opinions, and leaving no stone unturned. Her tireless efforts became a beacon of hope for James, reminding him that he was not alone in this battle. Their late-night research sessions in the hospital library became a new routine. Sarah's optimism and relentless pursuit of answers began to rekindle the fire in James's heart. He started to believe that there might be a way to overcome his illness, to reclaim his life and career. One evening, as they pored over yet another stack of medical literature, Sarah stumbled upon an article detailing a groundbreaking treatment for rare diseases. The treatment was experimental and risky, but it offered a glimmer of hope where there had been none. With renewed vigor, Sarah and James decided to pursue this new avenue, knowing that it could be his best chance at survival. As they navigated the complexities of the treatment process, Sarah's support went beyond the professional. She became James's rock, offering comfort and encouragement during his darkest moments. Their bond deepened as they faced the challenges together, and a new dimension of their relationship began to emerge. Sarah's unwavering dedication and the unexpected support she provided were the lifelines James desperately needed. Through her efforts, James found the strength to keep fighting, and together, they embarked on a journey that would test their limits and ultimately redefine their lives. In the face of adversity, Sarah's actions illuminated the true power of friendship and the incredible impact one person can have on another's life. Their story was far from over, and with Sarah by his side, James felt ready to face whatever came next. As Dr. James Bennett and Sarah delved deeper into their research, they found themselves on the brink of a breakthrough. The article Sarah discovered described a revolutionary treatment that had shown promise in early trials. It was a cutting-edge approach, utilizing gene therapy to target and repair the faulty genes causing James's condition. The treatment was still in its experimental stages, but it offered a beacon of hope where there had been none. Excitement and apprehension filled the air as they scheduled a meeting with Dr. Howard, the pioneering researcher behind the treatment. In his office, surrounded by years of groundbreaking work, Dr. Howard explained the complexities and risks involved. The treatment had the potential to not only halt the progression of James's disease, but possibly reverse its effects. However, it was uncharted territory, with no guarantees of success. James listened intently, weighing the risks and rewards. The chance to regain his health and continue his life's work was a powerful motivator. He looked at Sarah, who gave him a reassuring nod. With renewed determination, he decided to proceed with the treatment. The next few weeks were a whirlwind of preparation. James underwent a series of tests to ensure he was a suitable candidate, and the hospital's ethics board reviewed and approved the experimental procedure. Throughout this process, Sarah remained by his side, offering unwavering support and encouragement. The day of the treatment arrived, bringing a mix of hope and anxiety. James was prepped for the procedure, feeling a sense of calm as Sarah squeezed his hand. As he was wheeled into the operating room, he couldn't help but reflect on the incredible journey that had brought him to this moment. The treatment was intricate, involving a series of precise injections and cutting-edge technology. Dr. Howard and his team worked meticulously, their expertise and dedication evident in every movement. Hours later, the procedure was complete. Now, it was a waiting game to see if James's body would respond positively. The recovery period was tense. James experienced highs and lows as his body adjusted to the treatment. Sarah's presence was a constant source of strength, her optimism shining through even in the darkest moments. Slowly but surely, signs of improvement began to emerge. James's strength returned, and his test results showed promising progress. It became clear that the treatment was working. The disease that had once threatened to take everything from him was now being pushed back. With each passing day, James grew stronger, his spirit buoyed by the hope that had once seemed so distant. Through this innovative treatment, James not only regained his health but also discovered the true depth of his and Sarah's resilience and determination. Together, they had faced the impossible and emerged victorious, ready to embrace whatever the future held. As Dr. James Bennett embarked on his journey to recovery, he soon realized that the treatment was only the beginning. The real challenge lay in enduring the side effects and uncertainties that followed. His body was in a constant state of flux, responding to the experimental therapy in unpredictable ways. Some days, he felt invincible, while others, he was barely able to get out of bed. Throughout this tumultuous period, Sarah remained his steadfast companion. She was there for every high and low, her presence a soothing balm to his weary spirit. She helped him manage his medication schedule, attended every follow-up appointment, and offered a shoulder to lean on during the toughest moments. Her unwavering dedication inspired James to keep fighting, no matter how difficult the road ahead seemed. Their days were filled with small victories and setbacks. James struggled with bouts of pain and fatigue, but he also celebrated moments of clarity and strength. Sarah's optimism was infectious, and she constantly reminded him of the progress he was making. "One step at a time," she would say, "and we'll get through this together." As they navigated this new reality, James and Sarah found themselves growing closer. Their professional relationship had evolved into a deep, personal connection, built on mutual respect and shared experiences. They spent countless hours talking, laughing, and reflecting on their journey. These moments of intimacy provided James with the emotional fuel he needed to persevere. One particularly challenging day, when the pain seemed unbearable, James considered giving up. He was exhausted, both physically and mentally, and the thought of enduring another day of suffering was overwhelming. But Sarah was there, her eyes filled with determination and love. She took his hand and spoke softly, "You are stronger than this, James. We've come so far, and I believe in you. We can do this together." Her words reignited the fire within him. James found the strength to push through the pain, drawing on Sarah's unwavering belief in him. He reminded himself of the countless lives he had saved as a doctor and how much he still had to offer the world. Thought of giving up became inconceivable. Their journey was a testament to the power of resilience and the strength of human connection. Every challenge they faced together only strengthened their bond, transforming their shared struggle into a story of hope and perseverance. They learned to cherish the small victories and found joy in the most unexpected places. In the end, it wasn't just the experimental treatment that saved James. It was the love and support he received from Sarah. Together, they faced the toughest battle of their lives and emerged stronger, ready to embrace the future with renewed hope and gratitude. Their story was a powerful reminder that, even in the darkest times, the human spirit can triumph when fueled by love and unwavering support. After months of grueling treatment and unwavering support from Sarah, Dr. James Bennett emerged from his ordeal with a renewed sense of purpose and vitality. The experimental therapy had worked, and he was in remission. The joy of being given a second chance at life was overwhelming, but what made it even more profound was the bond he had formed with Sarah. Returning to the hospital where he once practiced with unmatched dedication, James felt a surge of emotions. The familiar sights and sounds that had once been a backdrop to his daily life now carried a deeper significance. Each patient he encountered reminded him of his own struggle, and his empathy for them grew stronger. He was no longer just a doctor. He was a survivor, someone who had walked the treacherous path and come out on the other side. Sarah, now more than a friend and colleague, stood by his side as he resumed his duties. Their relationship had blossomed into a beautiful romance, built on the foundations of trust, respect, and shared hardship. They navigated the complexities of their new relationship with the same determination and grace that had seen them through James's illness. Together, they were a testament to the healing power of love and the resilience of the human spirit. James's first day back at the hospital was filled with warm welcomes and heartfelt congratulations from his colleagues. He felt like a hero, not just for his medical skills, but for his incredible journey of recovery. Every life he touched, every patient he treated, was a reminder of his own battle and the miracle of being alive. One particularly poignant moment came when he was assigned a patient with a condition similar to his own. The young man, scared and uncertain, looked to James with pleading eyes. James took his hand and said, "I've been where you are now. I know how frightening it is, but I also know there's hope. We'll fight this together." Sarah watched from the sidelines, her heart swelling with pride and love. She had always believed in James, even when he had doubted himself. Seeing him back in his element, saving lives and offering hope, reaffirmed everything she knew about his strength and compassion. As weeks turned into months, James and Sarah's relationship deepened. They found a rhythm in their new life together, balancing the demands of their careers with their personal lives. They laughed often, cherished the quiet moments, and supported each other through every challenge. One evening, after a particularly long and exhausting day, James took Sarah to the hospital's rooftop. The city lights twinkled below, and the air was filled with the promise of a new beginning. James turned to Sarah, his eyes filled with gratitude and love. "Thank you for saving my life," he said softly, "not just with the treatment, but with your unwavering support and love. I couldn't have done this without you." Tears filled Sarah's eyes as she replied, "You've given me just as much, James. Your strength, your kindness, your love. It's changed my life in ways I never imagined." In that moment, under the vast expanse of the night sky, they sealed their commitment to each other, knowing that together they could face anything. Their journey had been fraught with challenges, but it had led them to a place of profound love and purpose. Dr. James Bennett and Sarah, once two individuals navigating their own paths, were now a team, ready to embrace whatever the future held. Their story was one of triumph over adversity, of finding love in the most unexpected places, and of the incredible resilience of the human spirit. It was a new beginning, not just for James and Sarah, but for everyone whose lives they touched with their story of hope, courage, and unwavering dedication.